Hi everyone, it's Corey. So I'm sorry I haven't been getting many videos out recently, but the semester was ending and it was holiday season and I was lazy slash busy. Um, but yeah, I hope that you guys had a really wonderful holiday and you got to spend it with your friends and your family. I hope that you engorged yourself in food and I hope that you got some good gifts and everything. And I don't exactly know where I'm going with this now, but for December favorites, they're probably not going to be very it's probably not going to be the best favorites because I was, shopping for others this month, so I wasn't as much trying to like try new things or I wasn't really switching it up very much, but there are a couple of products that I did get into my rotation that I've really been enjoying, so I'll just share those with you now. First thing I want to talk about is something that I think I may have mentioned in my past videos that I was about to break into. And truth be told, I didn't finish up my Milani Multitasker face powder, which I do still really love, but I have not picked that up once since I got into Makeup Forever Duo Matte. Okay, so this is a powder foundation, and it may be a slight bit warmer than my skin is at this very instance, but it really works very well. I find that it's a powder that really has quite a bit of like kickback of product, so if you use like a fluffy brush to apply it, you can kind of be a little bit wasteful. But what I've been doing is just using some like liquid under eye concealer and a primer, and I've been using an e.l.f. flat powder brush, which is like a really dense kabuki brush, and I've been like stamping it all over my face and then doing one big swirl over, and this gives really awesome medium coverage. It's not 100% matte, like I think there is a little bit of like a satin finish about it, but it's absolutely beautiful. It lasts really well on the skin. I feel like I am gonna get through this like pretty quickly um, because it does you kind of do get a bit of product on the brush and like kicked up. So we'll see what happens, but honestly, this is a lot better than the Milani one that I've been using, and I really do enjoy it. So along with this whole sculptural blush, this is something that I've really been enjoying for the winter, and just like a new technique. It probably looks really harsh on camera, but it looks really good in real life. Around the holiday season, I actually really like doing it with red blush. Milani's Red Vino. This is a baked blush, and it does have like a little tiny bit, okay, not a little tiny bit, it is kind of glittery, but it's so pigmented, first of all. And honestly, like you'll find that like a lot of red toned blushes are either a little bit pink or a little bit orange. This is like a real kind of blue based red blush. And if you go crazy on this, like it will look crazy on the cheeks. But I've been doing this really kind of edgy editorial kind of like thing with it where I like get it really precise and then buff it up and it looks awesome. Like it's a very kind of vibrant, bright color that really just gives a lot of shape and definition if I want to do that whole sculptural thing. This is actually a mascara that I've been using for a while, but I didn't really realize how much I loved it until um like this month. And this is the Revlon Bold Lacquer by Grow Luscious. And this is the waterproof one because I find that I always need to use waterproof, not because I have to hold a curl or not because of anything, except for the fact that I get so smudgy if I don't use waterproof. And usually, like waterproof mascaras are a real pain in the ass to get off. But this one actually, out of all the waterproof mascara, oh, look at my little red finger. Out of all the waterproof mascaras that I have, a lot of them still will smudge by the end of the day. This one does not smudge at all, and this one is so easy to rinse off. So I guess it's not really 100% waterproof, but it functions like with the whole non-smudging aspect like a waterproof mascara. It is incredible. Like as soon as I wash my face, it runs down my entire face and it's just so easy to remove, but it stays on so well. It kind of reminds me of the CoverGirl Remarkable washable waterproof mascara, which I do have too, but I haven't even thought about comparing those two. Maybe I could do that. But yeah, this is just a really solid mascara, Revlon Bold Lacquer. You may notice that my eyebrows are looking absolutely gigantic, and that's because they are. But I don't know if I mentioned to you guys in like my last video or like I think it was in my high-end favorites video that I really do enjoy Anastasia Dip Brow, but it completely dried up on me. Like there's like one little corner of it that is still normal, but the rest of it dried out, and I don't understand. I cap it really tight, I store it upside down. I just may have gotten a dud, because that was my second jar of Dip Brow, and the first one didn't do that at all. But in a rage against Anastasia, Still love Anastasia. But I picked up the Armani eye and brow Maestro, and this is a relatively new product. I mean, everyone's getting in on this whole gel brow bandwagon, but this is in the shade Copal or Copal, and it is number 6. And it's a little bit browner than I usually do my brows. It's still very ashy, but it's more brown. Like I was using more like real gray base brow products, and this one is just like an ashy blonde shade. But this is so much better than Dip Brow, you guys. Like it is a little bit creamier, but also you don't need to use as much product with it. It has, this may sound bad, but it has a little bit of shimmer in it, which sounds disgusting for a brow product, but honestly, it's incredible. Like it makes them look so natural. I'm someone who really like cheats the lines of my brows. Like I really thicken them up, and something about this color along with the formula just makes them not look like blocks on the top of my face. Seriously incredible. And also, my friend got me for my birthday the Anastasia number 12 brush, and it is the synthetic double-ended brush with the angled brush side and then the spoolie on the other side. First of all, this spoolie is incredible. I know that sounds silly, but this spoolie is incredible. Leaving it at that. And this brush is also incredible. Definitely stick to synthetic brushes when it comes to like these kind of gel potted brow products, because natural hair will get a little funny with like liquid or cream products, but the synthetic brush really picks up just the right amount. This is a really thin one, so it's really awesome for getting like really clean lines, which is what I like. And then this spoolie brush, you can just diffuse all your edges. Honestly incredible. So this is what I've been using in my brows for the past few weeks. And I also have been setting with Maybelline Brow Drama, and I think that my brows have not looked better like ever. So in terms of skincare, I've really been enjoying the Boscia Tsubaki Cleansing Oil Gel, and this is a little sample-sized one, but this is really exactly what it sounds like. I mean, it is not quite an oil, not quite a gel, like really somewhere in the middle of it, but what I like to do with this is I will put it on when I'm in the shower and kind of, emulsify all my makeup with it and leave it on, and you will find that it kind of does feel like more of like a thick viscous oil when it's on the face, but then after like 2 minutes you find that it feels just like a normal cleanser, and in my mind that means that like the oil has really penetrated into my skin and everything, and this removes makeup in like a snap. I mean, like when I get out of the shower I have like nothing left on my face, and also my face feels incredibly hydrated, which obviously is to attest to the Tsubaki oil in it, which is an oil that I've used by itself that I wasn't really in love with, but I really do enjoy this cleanser. Another little mini skincare item that I've really been enjoying is the Kate Somerville Dilo oil, something like that. I have used a lot of facial oils, and none of them have hydrated as well as this one. None of them have just made my skin feel as like smooth as this one, and this smells so incredible. Like, oh, I don't even know. Like, it smells like some rare exotic fruit blend. Like, not one single fruit, but maybe like 7 rare and exotic fruits. And I was kind of afraid this was going to break me out because I've heard reviews that it breaks people out. But I've probably been using it for like 2 weeks, and this is the sample size one. It looks like I've used none of it, first of all. And honestly, probably my all-time favorite face oil that I have ever used. So Kate Somerville Dilo oil, yes. I'm just going to give 2 really quick favorites for hair, and they're both by Redken. One of them is the Extreme Cat Treatment, and this is the protein reconstructing treatment for distressed hair. My hair is, it looks and feels relatively healthy for the most part, but it is like bleached out like 10 levels in order to achieve the silver color, and does look a little bit blue right now, but we're not going to talk about it. But this is a protein treatment, and protein is what the bleaching process removes, so in order for your hair to not feel like a wet noodle, you need to reincorporate protein back into your hair, and this protein treatment is seriously incredible. You want to put it on clean towel dried hair, and the direction says to do something else, but what my friend who is a hairstylist, she told me to do is to saturate your hair with it, leave it on for about 10 minutes, towel dry it, reapply, 10 minutes, towel dry, reapply, towel dry, rinse. And seriously, this makes my hair feel like incredible. Like, it makes it feel so strong, like so much better than it does after it's bleached. And you don't want to do protein treatments like too often because they can make your hair feel brittle and like overload it with protein. But using this probably like once every 2 weeks, I would say, because my hair is so porous, doing that process, it has seriously saved my hair. Next product by Redken is the Redken Diamond Oil, and this is the intense one for like coarser, like unmanageable hair. And what I've been using this for is I'll pretty much use it for like everything. I use it as a blow dry oil, I use it as a pre-shampoo oil, I mix it with my conditioner, and something that I also do with it is, like I kind of just throw my hair all the way up to like, not all the way up, but like all the way over to like one side. And in order to do that, I've actually just been using like oil as kind of like a styling treatment type thing. So this stays in my hair all day as like a styling product, but it also, gives me that the reparative properties of the oil, and it also gives crazy amounts of shine. But not like oily shine, but like really healthy, shiny shine. So I probably use like 2 dropperfuls of this as the styling thing, and I'll just gauge as much as I want, like for when I use it as like a treatment. But this is seriously incredible. Ooh, and the main reason why I got this is, 1, the bottle is so pretty, and 2, because this is a hair oil that contains no silicone. Because you'll find that with a lot of hair oils or hair elixirs, serums, they contain a lot of silicone, and that's what makes your hair feel so smooth. I mean, like, yes, the silicone in it does make your hair like feel really like smooth, and it tames all the flyaways, but it doesn't actually do anything for your hair except like mask it. And if there is any like good properties about the oil, like it kind of can't break through the silicone. So this one has no silicone, so it's literally just the oils like as a treatment, and it's seriously incredible. Kind of pricey, but really a good investment if you're looking for a hair oil that will actually not just sit on top of your hair, and that will really do some benefits for you. Alright, so that was December favorites. I hope that you guys really enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, then just leave them down below. I will leave all the products listed down below, and I hope that you guys have a spectacular new year, and really can't wait to see what 2015 brings. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!